Early afternoon phone static breaks Blanche's casual brag about a 30-year-old flirtation when she hears her daughter, Rebecca, on the line announcing a surprise visit with a special someone. Blanche erupts into mother-of-the-bride fantasies longer than a Georgia driveway. Veils, magnolia centerpieces, and a groom who looks like Gregory Peck. Dorothy, grading essays, gently reminds her that Rebecca lives in Paris and has always marched to her own drumbeat, sometimes in wooden clogs. Rose gushes that reunions melt frost even off lutefisk, while Sophia bets $5 Blanche will try to buy Rebecca a wedding dress by supper time. That evening, Rebecca arrives carrying 2 suitcases, 1 French accent, and 1 boyfriend, Jeremy. A standoffish, barrel-chested aerobics instructor who treats Blanche's handshake like a dead fish. The air chills faster than iced tea. Blanche's southern grace flips to hurricane watch as she notices Jeremy's controlling hand on Rebecca's shoulder and the way he scans the living room as if pricing furniture for resale. Rebecca, once vivacious and round-cheeked, is noticeably heavier and quieter, her laugh replaced by a nervous flutter. Blanche reflexively fusses over snack trays, offering pralines and sympathy, but Jeremy intercepts, declaring Rebecca is on a strict regimen and produces rice cakes as if they were peace treaties. Sophia's eyes narrow to espresso slits. She knows diet dictatorships when she sees them. Jeremy proudly explains he met Rebecca at his Paris fitness studio, helped her lose 30 pounds, and now manages all her meals, wardrobe, and life goals. Rose, oblivious, congratulates them on teamwork, but Dorothy hears alarm bells louder than a St. Olaf cowbell parade. Blanche swallows a retort about vanity plates. Tonight, she decides, she will wait. Southern hospitality, then Southern strategy. Breakfast tension crackles like bacon. Blanche can't serve because Jeremy forbids grease proximity. He forces Rebecca through calisthenics beside the Lenai fountain while reciting calorie counts with the warmth of a metronome. Blanche's lipstick trembles as she watches her daughter pant beneath humid skies, eyes pleading for respite. Dorothy suggests a family brunch out. Jeremy declines, citing restaurant sabotage. Rose volunteers to cook healthy St. Olaf cloud pancakes, egg whites beaten for 16 verses of a Lutheran hymn. Jeremy finally relents on the pancakes, after auditing every ingredient with a scale. During the meal, Jeremy belittles Rebecca's conversational anecdotes, correcting her pronunciation and revealing she dropped journalism ambitions to become co-manager of his studio. Blanche's fork freezes. She recalls college freshman Rebecca writing fiery op-eds about civil rights. Sophia breaks silence by announcing she used to date a Sicilian man who kept her healthy. She left him the day he tried to weigh her conscience. Jeremy, missing the warning, chuckles condescendingly that older generations sometimes misunderstand modern motivation. Dorothy coughs, translating. He just called us antiques with sagging principles. Blanche's patience tears like cheap pantyhose. She excuses herself before words get sharper than cutlery. That afternoon, Blanche sets Operation Wake Up. She invites Rebecca to help sort photo albums for a memory wall. They open a box labeled My Brilliant Becca. Inside, snapshots of spelling bee triumphs, college newspaper awards, and an internship press badge. Rebecca's eyes mist. Jeremy never asked about this life. Blanche gingerly observes that confidence shines brighter than waistbands. Rebecca confesses she feels beautiful when Jeremy praises her, but empty when his approval vanishes after a single croissant. Blanche hugs her, promising unconditional pride at any size. Meanwhile, Dorothy and Sophia lure Jeremy to the backyard under the guise of showing him advanced Miami workout equipment, Sophia's code for a lawn chair, and an honesty lecture. Dorothy bluntly asks if his business profits from Rebecca's insecurities. Jeremy smirks, insisting he merely structures success. Sophia snaps back that real success is leaving space for flaws and dessert. Jeremy's grin falters. He accuses them of sabotage and declares he'll take Rebecca back to Paris immediately. Rose, eavesdropping through the kitchen window with a mixing spoon, nearly drops batter in alarm and runs to warn Blanche. Evening confrontation ignites in the living room under the lace chandelier. Jeremy announces flights are booked. Rebecca will restart boot camp classes Monday. Blanche, steel in her tone, asks Rebecca if this is truly her wish. Rebecca falters, glancing between mother and boyfriend. Jeremy chimes in that Rebecca needs discipline to stay marketable. Dorothy steps forward, listing Rebecca's past achievements, none weight-dependent. Rose adds a shaky tale of her St. Olaf cousin who left the circus after marrying a ringmaster who micromanaged her diet until she vanished like cotton candy in rain. Painful proof that shrinking yourself for applause leaves nothing to clap for. Jeremy laughs it off, but Rebecca's tears overflow. She finally voices the fear choking her, that Jeremy's love is a scale she must balance on, numbers over dreams. Blanche, eyes blazing and accent thickening, tells Jeremy no man weighs her daughter like produce. She hands him a prepaid cab voucher to the airport and escorts him outside with a politeness so sharp he almost bleeds. Jeremy sputters threats of abandonment. Rebecca watches him shrink in the driveway glare, realization dawning that freedom can feel scarier and lighter than diet pills. In the quiet aftermath, Blanche and Rebecca share porch swings and pecan pie. Rebecca savors a bite slowly, registering flavors she denied herself for months. She admits shame for confusing control with care and fear of facing Paris alone. Blanche suggests Rebecca spend time in Miami, rediscovering her own pulse away from Jeremy's stopwatch. Dorothy offers contacts at the Miami Herald internship desk. Rose volunteers as cookie-tasting companion. Sophia promises Sicilian self-defense lessons using marinara jars. Rebecca smiles for the first time without apology. Days pass. Mother and daughter stroll Art Deco streets, attend poetry slams, and laugh over vintage shop hats. Rebecca drafts op-eds about body autonomy. Sending one to Paris, an editor replies with interest. Confidence returns like a sunrise, first pale, then blazing. Blanche quietly stores the scale Jeremy left behind in a donation box labeled scrap metal. Sophia nails it shut for emphasis. Farewell morning arrives with suitcases repacked, Jeremy's diet manuals replaced by manuscripts. Rebecca thanks each roommate. Rose for inspiration, Dorothy for pragmatism, Sophia for fearless truth, Blanche for love that never counts calories. She heads to the airport, passport renewed, voice steady. Blanche sighs with equal parts pride and melancholy. Sophia reminds her that letting children fly is scary, but so is clipping wings. Evening cheesecake celebrates new chapters. Blanche toasts to daughters who find their shape from the inside out. Dorothy toasts to courage that doesn't fit a chart. Rose adds a St. Olaf blessing. May your heart be the heaviest thing you carry. Sophia ends with, and may no one ever sell rice cakes disguised as devotion again. Laughter fills the bungalow while a Miami moon rises, unfiltered, unapologetic, perfectly full.